The United Stand pre-season tour sponsored by Manscaped. Discover the power of 3 with Manscaped's unique trimmers. Get the right tools for the job at manscaped.com. Manscaped, your body will thank you.
But I want to start off with Rasmus Hojlund. So what's going on with Rasmus Hojlund? Well, obviously, you'll have seen some good updates from Italy last night. I obviously put my fire better than sun, hotter than the sun, emoji out last night because it is getting close. And I suppose the big thing really is, are we expecting a here we go today? Well, this is what the Atalanta manager had to say about the situation. He said that I don't know whether he'll stay or leave, but I hope the club will value Hojlund at around 80, 90 or 100 million euros. Rasmus is one of the best, if not the best, emerging talents in Europe as a striker. This will send some into a panic. It just sends me into complete calm. If you want to be the director of football of Atalanta, stop being the manager of Atalanta. I don't care. Would you care if Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and we were selling a player went, I want £300 million, don't we, Karaki? He's worth £300 million. We wouldn't care. I don't care what the manager says. You're not in charge. TalkSport battered Bruno last night. Says, I need to know. I need to know who. I need to know why. And I will have my say because I don't know anything about it. But I am going to talk about it in a bit, so tell me what was said. But look, in relation to Hojlund, take no notice of the manager. It's irrelevant. The Italian reports that are coming in and what I've heard is that this deal is, Man United are going to put a bid in of around 60 million euros with add-ons, and Atalanta will do a deal around there. In fact, what I heard is that the deal is actually locked between 50 and 60 million euros, and the negotiations are going on. So United could end up getting it for less, which would put it in at what I've been saying for a while, somewhere between 40 and 50 million pounds with add-ons. So we're going to be around that sort of area, maybe a little bit over, but all this talk of, and look, it's not just the Atalanta manager. We've had UK journalists talking about 80 million, 90 million. It's a nonsense. It's never been that. Atalanta have never been after that. Man United have been never looking to pay that. They're looking at their replacements already. The big question with Rasmus Hojlund is, will he be a Man United player anytime soon? And will we get a here we go or a deal done anytime soon? The honest answer is, I don't think that that's the case. I don't think it's going to happen that quick. I would love to be wrong. There is no reason why you can't get a here we go today. There's no reason why you can't get it over the weekend. There's no reason why you can't get it early next week. But I'll go back to, the source. I'll go back to my feeling. And I think that Man United, big game tomorrow. Can't wait for it. USA, New York, Man United, Arsenal, 10 o'clock at night UK time. We're going to be live for that watch along. Can't wait for that. Will Onana be involved? We'll talk about that in a minute. Then they've got to play a couple of games midweek next week. If they get Rasmus Hojlund in on a medical next week, what do you do with him? What do you do with him? Who does he train with next week? Do you fly him out to America for a handful of days? Do you wait till you come back? I think it's in United's interest that this deal goes to the end of July. Even the Atalanta coach has apparently said he wants it done by the end of July. Well, the end of July is 10 days. And in 10 days, United are back from the tour. So I just think that this deal is going to run. And look, Mount took a while. Onana took a while. And I just think it's going to run for about 10, 14 days. And then the deal will happen. So I think a bit of patience. I'll love it. I'll bloody love it. Get my headphones on. I'll love it if we get this deal done quicker than that. And I'm not saying it's impossible, because I don't know when, I'm not there with Atalanta and Man United saying when the deal's going to happen. But just from the people I speak to, the word is patience, confidence and patience. They're relaxed. And that to me means that there's no real outside influence. It's all about who suits what when. And I think it will happen probably in about 10 days' time. But I guess we'll have to see. But look, ultimately, really excited about getting this player at Manchester United. We're desperate for a striker now, aren't we? And I think it will be massively important to get a player like this in. It's probably the best we can do. I don't know whether actually, I'll just bring this in. Reports in Italy about Victor Osimhen. He's got 2 years left on his contract. He's going to sign a new contract, but he wants to put a release clause in there of £100 million. So obviously Napoli priced him out of a move this summer. United would have been interested. Chelsea were interested. Even Bayern Munich were looking at him. Priced out of a move, 150 million euros. whacked on him by Napoli. No sale has been able to be done. He is now looking to sign a new contract at Napoli with 2 years left on his deal, but he wants that release clause in. Very, very clever, because we've seen this a lot. It's happened to Harry Kane. You can't be sold in your contract at the moment because clubs are actually saying, no, we'll just keep you. So I think release clauses are probably a good idea for Victor Osimhen. Does that mean United could go there in a year's time? Well, people are talking about going for Harry Kane in a year. I don't think that'll happen because I think he's going to go to Bayern. But obviously, if we're only going to bring Hojlund in this summer, I don't mind Victor Osimhen having a £100 million release clause in his contract. January. You know, I throw this in because this is what we do on the United Stand. We pick on stories and themes months before everybody else. And I think this is one just to keep it in your back pocket. I'm all right with this. I would have loved Victor Osimhen this summer. I'd have liked Harry Kane this summer. But ultimately, that's not going to happen. We're going to get Rasmus, and I think that will be it. But we will need more strikers in the future. Even if Hojlund does great, which I think he will do, we still need another striker. So I think keep your eye on Victor Osimhen, because if he gets that release clause of 100 million quid and United finally get sold, next summer you might just go, bang, go and get him. So keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on that, because we are going to need another striker at some point. Mad Bro says, if United were willing to pay 90 to 100 million, I'm sure they would wait around for Kane. Well, I don't think waiting around for Kane is logical, mate, because I think Harry Kane's probably going to go and get a move to Bayern by the looks of it.